don't think this shit for me, G. This shit ass, man.
Bruh. When I tell you,
Let's go back to current events and topics or some shit, man.
man, when I
I'm about
tell
to
you,
say,
this
What
is
you
this
gonna
games
talk?
we played this week, man?
this is unfortunately is current events because the finale's coming out this week.
Ah!
With an announcement.
uh,
With an announcement. All right. Well, let me hear my thoughts. I'll go first.
No, no, yeah, I'm joking.
Let me
It's
go ahead and
ass.
get my-
I'm just
Yeah.
it's ass, but
So
it's just trash.
if as I said, I think probably the last few episodes, I like She-Hulk as a character. She was one of my favorite comic book heroes. I said it previously as leading up to the show dropping. For me, the bar was already in hell because I've been dropped out of the MCU Disney Plus shit. I've been dropped out, and this was supposed to bring me back.
Oh boy!
And now I would, as much as it hurts me to say this, I wish I dropped out. And the reason why I'm weekly is because I'm a fan of the character, and I'm hoping that things would have got better.
Hell no!
And I hate to even pull this. It hurts me to say this, but damn, y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up. Like I held a lot of my criticism just so I could say it on wax. So I'm very much disappointed. I could tell you from how many episodes have dropped, Cam? 6?
Bro, it's 8.
7, 8 episodes.
It's 8 episodes.
I think I've laughed 8 times. And most of it was from one episode. Was from one episode.
Probably the long episode.
Yes. Yes. The long episode and also the hero therapy episode. When she went to Abomination's coat house. That was actually a funny episode as well. So that's 2 laughs out of 6. 2 out of 8 episodes where I legit genuinely laughed instead of chuckled. Hurts my soul. It really do. But then I had a thought, and somebody said it on Twitter. I forgot who. This is very much like a sitcom instead of a superhero show.
you don't say.
But even then, when I look back and like, yo, okay, it makes it. I get it, but the bar's still in hell.
No. Don't even give him that excuse. Don't give people.
I know,
that excuse
but
that
the bar's still in hell. That's what I'm saying.
It's
Regardless,
supposed to be. You're not supposed to take it because the excuse is you can't criticize the show because it's a comedy, so you can't take it seriously. But it fails at a comedy. So what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. The bar's still in hell, but it makes sense. Yo, I'm getting fantasy points. Shout out to Buddy ass. But the bar's still in hell because the dude do I watch shitty sitcoms all the fucking time? But the bar is still in hell. It hurts my soul. Now, the Dead Death episode was pretty damn good. Now, Kim did ask a legit question in the group chat, and I think I was working at the time, so I was like, I ain't about to answer something like 5 hours ago. Is Daredevil getting MCU'd? And I would say they MCU'd him, but he's pretty much still he's still the same character. If that makes sense. He's pretty much the same character from the Netflix series with the MCU corniness about him. But he's still the same character. They just up the corniness. So, and he was fucking women too. A blind nigga was pulling hoes. So
I heard he was.
Kept that energy. So anyway, but point being, the bar is still in hell. And the bar is even lower. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say. It's a huge disappointment for me as a fan, and the shit is ass. Cam, you can just add on to the assery and the slander. I'm just overall disappointed. It's a huge ass disappointment.
I just don't like. I think my theory is so far correct. It just keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting worse, bro. I thought that this show could at least do something better than Miss Marvel, but Lord help me, I would rather watch Miss Marvel all over again than watch a single episode of She-Hulk. And I mean that sincerely. I'd rather watch the entirety of Miss Marvel.
And I didn't watch Miss Marvel at all.
Than watch a single episode of She-Hulk. Because it is it's abysmal. And I don't care, again, it's supposed to be a comedy, so like you got to give it some slack, but it's like it fails at a comedy. It's not funny. Chris was talking about the superhero therapy episode was being funny. I didn't laugh at all. Like I was just like, this shit is so fucking boring. The fact that the best She-Hulk episodes feature a character from an MCU property says something. You have episode 1 with Hulk, episode 4 with Wong, and now episode 8 with
two
Daredevil.
episodes with Wong actually.
Oh yeah, but like you have episode 8 with Daredevil, the best episode, and I said it because people were like, it's funny because that's what happens when the bar is so low. People were like super overinflated the Daredevil episode because the show is so bad that people were like, oh my god, this Daredevil episode was like absolutely amazing, and it's like, nah, it's like if I were to give the show where it's been a consistent 3, and then the Daredevil episode brought it up to a 4. Like it was still bad, but it was like less bad. It was less bad than it already is. Hell, even the dynamic between She-Hulk and Daredevil, I was like, I don't really care.
It was
this.
awkward.
It was like
and a little bit forced.
Yeah, it was like I don't care about this shit. I don't care that they had sex either. Like it is what it is. But it was like with. Let me choose my words carefully. This show is terribly meta. You can definitely tell what they're trying to do with this show as far as like the message or the overall plot, because you can tell that the writers or at least the directors are aware of the public reception of She-Hulk, and now you have like a lot of people who are like on the extreme side of She-Hulk is a trash show because she's a woman, and then you have the other side, which is if you hate She-Hulk, you're a misogynistic pig, blah blah blah, you don't like female superheroes. You have these two extremes, and you can tell that the way that the show is that they're definitely trying to like make fun of or like poke or be not make fun of, but like say that they're aware of the fact. Because I mean, like you have like the episode where Wong was like, oh, we have Wong in this episode, so that, you know, that should be a Twitter shield for us for a week. And then even the central plot of this show having to do with intelligentsia. If you go back to the episode where they were showing what the intelligentsia is, it's literally Reddit. It's literally Reddit. It is like a bunch of death threats and shit on Reddit, like, oh, you know, cancel She-Hulk, get this, you know, again, blah blah blah, like all this other stuff. The fact that the episode, the Daredevil episode, literally had her going like, oh, am I like, this should be the finale, like we should be over with, you know, you got Daredevil, let's end the show. And I'm like, yeah, end the show, because there's nothing else that I give a shit about. Like,
and they did a horrible job. Like once you establish this threat, you don't. It's like you put it so by the wayside. It's like,
oh my god,
like you once you provided a legitimate threat, because it's like me. I'm sitting there wondering. I'm like, what's the big threat here? And it's pretty much incels.
It's a bunch of Redditors. The main threat is a bunch of Redditors who don't like women.
Incels from Reddit. Literally, plain and simple, incels from Reddit. And I'm like...
But the thing is that they established the threat during, like, the wedding episode. And then we just get, like, 2-3 episodes of, like, filler nonsense.
Nothing. Without really throwing it in there. Then you put the threat in the wedding episode. But I'm like, huh? And then you, like, oh, he's too, by the way. He's the threat. I'm like...
And the fact, and I know that they were jerking themselves off in the writing room, going like, "Oh, we definitely got we got them good, guys." Like anybody with like a brain cell could have knew that Josh was the bad guy. Like there's, like I'm looking at this episode, like this man literally walks up to her and goes like, "Oh no, everybody likes She-Hulk, but I think Jen's a great person, bitch." You just met him like 2 seconds ago. He knows nothing about you. What you mean Jen is a great person? You barely know her. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. Get this out of the way. And then the whole, God, that episode was so bad. The whole like him and her going out on like 3 dates. He smashes and then she's like, oh, did he ghost me? And it's like, okay, we get it. Men are shit. Men are trash. Can we move on? Can we actually establish a fucking plot that's worth watching? Can we get some funny jokes since this is supposed to be a comedy? Like, all of your messages or whatever you're trying to draw to in terms of, like, female empowerment fucking fails. I'm sorry. You can call me a misogynist all you want to. It fucking
it sucks.
It fails.
No,
you fall
failed,
flat.
Yes.
You mean to tell me that you're trying to create this show about female empowerment and all this other stuff, but Jen is constantly searching for a man. And she's constantly running, and with the exception of Daredevil, constantly running into the most fucking incel pathetic men in the dating market. So if your message
we're about to go
is
Kevin Samuels there.
if you're I'm just saying, like,
I know,
every man that she meets is a piece of shit. Am I wrong? Or am I watching a different show? Every man that she meets, with the exception of Daredevil, is a piece of shit.
Cornballs.
And it's like if you're trying to spread the message that, like, oh, men suck when it comes to dating, it's like, no, it falls flat, because if you are the constant that keeps attracting negative partners, there's something wrong with you. So, like, that whole episode of, like, the therapy session when they were like, yeah, dude, just focus on yourself. And in the very next episode, she's fucking falling in love or wanting to have sex with Daredevil. It's like, what is going on? It's like, well, your messages fall flat, and then you have a rushed 10-minute, like, ending scene of, like, her going to the Female Lawyer of the Year thing, and it's like, oh yeah, we have another episode left after this. So let's show fucking you got recorded unconsensually having sex. Get angry. You remember the first episode when She-Hulk was like, I get catcalled all the time and I can deal with my emotions a lot better than a man. But then you see yourself getting outed on a sex video and you flip out? Oh gee, what happened to the writing there, guys? Did you forget that you wrote that in episode 1, you fucking morons? Everything that you set up in this show fails. It falls flat. Your comedy sucks. Your hero sucks. Your plot sucks. Your villain is worthless trash. How many, like, a definition of insanity. How many Disney Plus TV shows are we going to get where you don't have a competent, well thought out villain? Every single villain in every single Disney Plus TV show.
This the crazy thing about that. You have 6 to 8 episodes to flesh out a villain. And they have yet to do that.
And it's like,
they've done a better job in movies fleshing out a villain. In movies to be like, oh yeah,
8, 9 30-minute episodes, you can't even do that shit. Like, it's just garbage. So, like, I'm gonna end it there. I have no expectations for this last episode at all. I don't care about this. I don't care about this intelligentsia shit. I don't care that she got mad that she had a sex video added out. Does it happen? Yes. Does it suck? Yes. But in the terms of the plot that's happening with this show, whatever they're trying to set up, whatever message they're trying to say, falls flat. So I think that, and I don't care if you call me Cap, I have literally sat through, so you can't tell me shit, I've literally sat through every single Disney Plus live action Marvel TV show up to this point. And I can tell you definitively that this is the worst Disney Plus TV show out on the market. It's not the worst show that I've ever seen, so I don't want people to go like, oh, you're being too extreme. But this is the worst Disney Plus live action MCU TV show I've ever seen so far. There's nothing of worth in terms of watching this show. And the fact that Jen Walters, I have nothing against the actress, by the way, so don't.
I would say this. Acting wise, she's doing the best she can.
Acting wise,
trash skip. There was one thing I would say. I never had no concern about none of the acting. Yeah, because she is a hell of an actress. Like, she's working with shit, and she's doing the best she could with shit.
Acting wise, they getting a check, so like I can't be mad at that. So like I'm not. Don't even take it the wrong way as me trying to like hate on the actress or anything like that. She's doing a great job. There's nothing because
we never say anything about the actress.
It's talking about the show.
It's like it's pretty much like this. Let's put it in sports terms. LeBron had an amazing game. Everything around him was shit. That's the way to describe it. And you can only carry shit for so long.
I'm not like those incel redditors that they like to make fun of on the show. I can separate TV show from reality. But the fact that Jen Walters is going to be in the Daredevil show, that scares me. Because I don't know if that means to say that some of the directors on the She-Hulk show are going to work on the Daredevil show. Because if some of those directors are working
Not even directors, screenwriters.
Screenwriters, directors, if they are working on the Daredevil show, I feel sorry for you Daredevil fans. That's all I would say. Cause y'all finna get some garbage, bro. Cause I've already saw 3 red flags. And it's Jen Walters, Kingpin, cause that nigga's a fucking joke. I don't care what listen, he could say some raw ass speeches, whatever. I'm telling you this, I cannot take that man seriously. This man literally, his moment in the MCU, in the Hawkeye TV show, and Hawkeye himself didn't even fight Kingpin. It was Kate Bishop and her mom, and he was struggling in a 1-on-1 against Kate Bishop, and he got defeated by Kate Bishop's mom running him over in a soccer mom car. So I don't care what he does in that show.
How scared I am to watch that one scene.
Bro, he's a joke to me. So I can't take him seriously. Him being in the show, I don't care.
I'm scared to watch that one scene, by the way.
And then they have Echo on that show. And the reason why that's a red flag for me,
because Echo's getting
because she's getting a fucking separate Disney Plus TV show for some reason. Someone was like, "Yo, we got to give her a TV show." Like just like Agatha, we got to give her a TV show. It's like I don't know what's going on, bro. So I'm not. I would say that because I don't have any expectation for Daredevil because I didn't watch the Netflix show. But if I did have any expectations, that shit is like in the gutters now. Like
the bar is low.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say about She-Hulk. It sucks, and we can move on.
Like calling it mid would be disrespectful to mid at this point. It hurts my soul. That's all I can really tell you. Y'all understand? It hurts my soul. But with that being said,